Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, ma'am. We are the group 4, and for this afternoon, we are going to discuss lesson 4, which is the Mindanao Designs, Art, and Culture. Mindanao is the home of 18 tribal groups, which have made weaving their identity, culture, and way of life. So, for these communities, woven textile conveys creativity, belief, and ideologies. And furthermore, there are some very interesting geometrical theme embedded in this art culture. So again guys, kung manotice natin, marami talagang tribal groups dito sa Mindanao. And these tribal groups has a very rich culture, which is very visible sa kanilang mga sayaw, music, and even more sa kanilang mga gamit, a textile or garments. And di ba guys, kung halimbawa, na-experience na ninyo mag-visit sa mga lugar wherein makakita or makasalamuha nato ning mga tribal groups, isa sa pinakauna natong manotice kay ang mga design sa ilahang damit, accessories, bags, and most of the time, kapag very familiar ka na talaga sa culture, it is very easy for you to decipher na, kani siya nga design is from Maranao, from Bagobos, from Tibuli, something like that. Kasi nga, may mga specific silang geometric patterns or theme na ginagamit sa ilahang mga artworks and textiles. And sometimes naa sila yung mga damit na ginagamit para lang sa specific na occasion, like weddings, something like that. And again, the geometrical theme in their art and culture will help us identify them among other tribal groups. So for this afternoon, we will dive deep and learn more about the culture of different tribal groups here in Mindanao and discover what are those geometrical themes that was in it.
Mandaya. The Mandaya tribe is an indigenous people known for their Gwadi and environment culture, and it is been preserved for excessive generation. Its colonization to their countries are past. The name Mandaya means people who live up river or inhabitant of the uplands. A Mandaya is a good-looking and peace-loving people. Mandayas embody sophistication that is evident in their clothing. Mandaya women wear beaded breastpiece called balyog. The native Mandaya skirt is made from intricately abaca fabric called dagmay. So this is the sample of Mandaya's jewelry. And this is also the sample of Mandaya's attire.
What is Maranao? The Maranaos, who are the first inhabitants of the shores of Lake Lanao, still inhabits this region. The name Maranao means people of the lake or lake dwellers, referring to the indigenous people who inhabited the grounds around Lake Lanao. This lake in north-central Mindanao is located at altitude of 2,300 feet above sea level and be considered as one of the most beautiful tourist destinations in Mindanao. The term Lanao is derived from the Maranao word Ranao, meaning a body of water. Maranao means lake dweller. They are the natives of place occupying the land around Lake Lanao, which is situated at the central part of the Lanao del Sur. Lanao applied to entire area before its division. Maranao art, okir or okil, refers to the runway of folk motifs, usually of plants and geometric forms, that are prominent in Maranao artwork. Okir art is also seen in the Torogan houses. In the Panolong, a carved beam that protrudes in front of the house and is adorned with okir motif. Torogan, ancestral house of the upper class Maranao, reminder of the bygone days when carving is an art exclusive to sultans and young daughters were jewels to be hidden in towers and secret rooms. 1980, the Torogan of Dato Pimbarat Arm at Amito Marantau, Marawi City was still standing badly needing of repair and looking not even a skeleton of its former glory. Modified Torogan House. The roof of Torogan was originally made of cogon grass, but during the American regime, the son of Dato Pimbarat changed it to GI sheets. Maranao principal Okir designs are the Sarimanok, the Naga, and the Paco Rabong. These designs are not made just for ornamental, it has meaning and history. The Sarimanok is the stylized design of a bird holding a fish in its beak or standing on a house based in shape of fish. While its meaning derives from epics and myths, it also alludes to Lake Lanao with its fertile waters. The Malong. The Maranaos are also known for their gold and purple malong. Malong is the traditional tube garment of Maranaos. If you will notice the colors of green, yellow, and red, violet. So this is the example of malong. Dating a Maranao lady could be difficult. A suitor should be the most hardworking and patient bachelor in town. A go-between who will mediate for contracting parties of the groom needed. The parents of the groom contact the parents of the bride regarding the desire of their son Mary. The woman's family announced the dowry. When all settled, the wedding celebration takes place in fun and merriment.
Mindanao designs, arts, and culture. Yakan. Yakan are indigenous Muslim tribe native to the tropical island of Basilan in Sulu archipelago. Yakan word means the Yak origin as they believe to be descendants of the Orang Yaks or Tagahimas of eastern Indonesia. They speak a language of Sama language and are culturally influenced in some respect by the Tausug. The Yakan's chief means of livelihood is farming. They usually cultivate upland rice. Yakan people are among the major indigenous Filipino ethno-linguistic groups in the Sulu archipelago. It is one of the 13 Moro groups in the Philippines and is also known as Dreamweaver. It has a significant number of Muslim followers. The Yakan mainly reside in Basilan but are also in Zamboanga City. Yakan women are particularly well known for their weaving abilities. Their vivid geometric shapes and decorations inspired by the natural surroundings have long been used in local rituals. They have recently been created for sale in seaside marketplaces. Yakan weavers use a complicated suksuk design technique that requires at least 70 design sticks to create a single saputangan pattern. The main motif is located in the center of pusok of the seputangan. It could be a flower or star inside the diamond. The typical yakan design is the diamond pattern. These are examples of the yakan weaving. Yakan fabric is traditionally made of pineapple and abaca converted into fibers as basic material for weaving. They use herbal extracts from leaves, roots, and barks. The Yakans dye the fibers and produce colorful combinations and intricate designs. Yakan people are recognized for their remarkable technicolor geometric weaves and distinctive face decorations used in their traditional ceremonies. Ang Yakan tribe ay may sariling make-up na tinatawag itong tanyak-tanyak and it's reserved only for Yakan couples na ikakasal. Yung mga patterns created with rice flour, water, and bamboo tools represent the moon and stars. It represents the moon and stars being witness for their love. The face painting tradition is reserved for the tribe's nuptial ceremonies worn by the couple to be wed. The painting is done with the use of bamboo tools dipped in a thick mixture or rice flour and water. The pattern features circle spots and diamonds as a design elements, representing the moon and the stars being witness of the union. Yakan costume basically consists of the baju and the sawal. The baju is yung tops nila, while the sawal is their trousers, their pants, which are made of woven or purchased material. Traditionally, they wear colorful hand-woven clothes. The women wear tight-fitting short blouses and both sexes wear narrow-cut pants resembling breeches. The woman covers it partly with the wraps, a sash-like cloth around the waist where he places his weapon, usually a long knife. This is the attire they wear in weddings, and these are examples of their accessories, their traditional mask, their headdress, their scarf, and many more.
Bagubo's designs, arts, and culture. The Bagubo traditionally live in the east and south sides of Mount Apo and eastern Cotabato, but now inhabit Davao. Their weaving tradition is tied to the Magandi, a dominant warrior class identified by the red color of their clothing. The culture of Bagubos is practicing agriculture as well as hunting and fishing. Their chief crop is rice, which they grow in clearings on the mountain sides. Since this grain is their staple food, the whole routine of this cultivation is most closely bound up with their religious beliefs and practices. The Bagubos traditional textile is inabal. Inabal is made from abaca with a special weave, either in patterns of kinat-cut or ini. The cloth with a central panel worn only by women. These textiles, woven in the ikat style and colored by vegetable and natural dyes, were customarily used as the garment for ancestral royalty. They also produce fine metal craft, working in brass, bronze, and iron, and are known for their beetle boxes. The Bagubo textiles focus on deeper reds, maroons, dark browns, and black of their color tone, as well as large expanses of tie-dyed patterns named after the number of threads used in the belt of the cloth. Brightly colored beads forming XS, diamonds, and triangles mark this brass-buckled belt of the Bagubo. Its feminine usage is indicated by the brass hawk belts dangling in beaded tassels that allow it to jangle musically upon walking around. The intricately tie-dyed abaca skirt called panapisan reveals in its incredible detailing of mocha sepia figures set against maroon and black, achieved by painstakingly counting and tying lengths of thread with beeswax wraps and dyeing them in different colors. The gay attire of an albong takmon worn by Bagubo woven as blouses. The use of extravagant embroidery rendered into bead-like patterns alternating in geometric floral patterns and a large band of alternating zigzag patterns at the abdomen area is typical of these people's weaving. Their distinct ceremonial attire, made of ikat textiles, is likely to be referred to as either costume or dress. The Bugubus have ornate traditions in weaponry and are noted for their skill in producing brass articles through the ancient lost wax process. Sanggi may have a variety of hilts and sheaths, and there is some variation in blade shape as well.
Alright, so there we have it. So, again, guys, just a quick recap. So, we have learned about the culture of the different tribal groups here in Mindanao, and they are known for their geometrical theme. So, if you notice, some of them use human figure as a pattern. Meron ding gumagamit ng crocodile pattern, floral, of course, a lot of symmetrical patterns, the tuna design patterns, and many more. So, all in all, the geometrical pattern or theme is very important yun sa ilaha. So, hindi lang ito nagre-represent kung sino sila, but it also represent kung ano yung mga paniniwala nila. And that's it. So, I hope you guys learned something from us. Thank you so much, guys, for listening. Paalam!